Hey moguls, what's up? It's your girl Nigel Monet, and you have reached YouTube's most valuable business game dropping channel, Mogul Minded Solutions. On this lovely channel of mine, you guys already know I'm serving you all of the personal development, business development, and spiritual development tea that you're going to need in order to help you with impacting more lives, building and better serving the communities of your choosing, and of course, living a life that you truly want and deserve. Now, I took about a 2 week hiatus. We just got us a puppy over here. So I wanted to obviously, spend my time during the holidays with my family, pour into our new dog who seems to be loving us now. So I'm ready to just get things going on the up and up, okay? Before we jump into today's topic, as always, we're going to hop into our pre-energy or our pre-learning energy booster first with our original affirmations and of course motivational messages as well. Of course, guys, before we hop into our affirmation and our motivational quote, this video is sponsored by VVSJewelry.com. Guys, if you like really nice, trendy looking types of fashion jewelry pieces, definitely head on over to VVSJewelry.com. Use my code NIJA52947. Again, as NIJA52947 for 10% off of your first order, okay? With that being said, yeah, let's just go right on ahead, hop into our affirmations, etc., etc., etc. Let's go. Today's affirmation is I am ready to achieve money happiness. Okay. Money does not breed happiness. Happiness only opens the doors to receiving your financial blessings in divine timing. Okay, guys. So just keep that in mind. You can't buy your happy, but you can happy your way into a few bucks if you just tried. Okay. And then with our motivational quote for today, launching a business is like a fixed game of poker or a never-ending game of poker, guys. I'm sorry. You do not want everybody to know everything that you're doing, know when to hold them and know when to fold them, obviously, okay? Win every day like a fixed game of poker, and you are the person that fixed it, so obviously things will be falling in your favor, okay? Now that we've successfully gotten through our pre-topic energy booster, guys, we're going to hop into this intro, and then we're going to wrap up the 10 steps that I was delivering to you guys, the 10 action steps for you to take to start your business. Got a business, then you know you better tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. I got all the answers to your business questions. Tap, tap, tap in. I can help you get rich when you tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. Take a note or two from your business best friend when you tap, tap, tap in. Okay, guys, you guys know that I'm not going to do too much preamble in the beginning of my videos. I normally try to just hop into the topic. So let's go on ahead and just get straight into the next step. The last thing that I believe I told you guys to do was to register your business. The very next thing that you do after that is going to be getting your federal and state tax ID, okay? You will use your employer identification number, which is your EIN, for important steps to start and grow your business at some point in time during your journey, okay? Like opening up a bank account, for instance, or even paying taxes, okay? These are things that you have to do when you start your business. It's like a social security number for your business. And some states, not all, require that you get a tax ID as well, okay? So definitely just go to your states.gov site and see what legal paperwork it is that you're going to need, what is required for you to legally run as a fully structured business in your state, okay? An EIN is beneficial for many reasons, and I'm about to drop a few of those for you here, guys. And some of these reasons do include, for one, it demonstrates that you're trying to separate your personal assets from your business assets and your personal finances from your business finances as well, okay? This is especially relevant for you if you are considering forming an LLC. And if you do not separate your business and your personal assets, you risk losing the personal liability protection that you receive once you formed your LLC. So definitely, guys, you want to sit down and consider how it is that you're structuring. Again, forming that LLC. If there is ever anything that is wrong with you or your business, in terms of it possibly harming the general public, or faulty products just not going the way that you hope for them to go, you are going to have all of the fallback fall on the LLC, and your personal assets will be safe because of the fact that you decided to take that extra step to form the LLC. Okay, having an EIN shows that you're making an effort to separate your business and your personal life from one another. Okay, it also helps to maintain personal identity privacy, which is very, very important as a business owner. Obviously, once you do come out to the public and you do announce that you have a business, obviously, just the same way you're going to get supporters who are excited for you and excited for your brand, excited for your drops, you're going to have people lurking and trying to see what it is that they can do to maybe wiggle and weasel their way into hacking your accounts. And a lot of times these accounts have even your customers' personal information. So you want to do everything that you can do to keep all of that stuff protected. Okay. It protects personal identity when you work with clients. If you're someone who is going to be doing like hair, or you're going to be like a MUA, or for your vendors, even, because, you know, people do have ulterior motives as well. And it lessens the risk of identity theft on your part. So you're able to just move throughout your day and move throughout your business with, a little bit less worry, a little bit less concern. Of course, always stay vigilant, stay on top of your stuff. Know, you know, what it is that you had going into any kind of an interaction, and what it is that you're supposed to have added on top of that once you're leaving that interaction with someone. Okay. Also, this is going to allow you to open, like I said, a business bank account. If you guys are looking for a bank, definitely, okay, I want you guys to remember to click my link below for the Found account. I love this bank personally as a business owner because it makes things like taxes so much easier. They do have a separate account where if you are putting money into the account, they take a portion of that money out and they put it to the side. And that money is still retrievable for you should you need any of that money. I kind of use that as a savings account for my business if I'm going to need to invest in something that's going to be a little bit more costly. Other than that, yeah, it just is what it is. So again, guys, you can definitely click the link below if you would like to use Found. There are also other mobile banking apps that you could use, like I believe there's one that is called North One. There's one that is called, oh goodness, I forget the name. I'll just link the links down below, of course, guys, and then you can also go with a traditional bank like maybe Chase, Webster, BOA, etc., etc. Okay, it is going to be required by many banks to open a business banking account as a business owner. Okay, or it's a requirement for you as the business owner to open up a business banking account at some point in time, because again, it's important to separate your business and personal finances. Okay, some banks do let you as a sole proprietor, if that is your deal right now, go on ahead and use your social security number. However, for the most part, you will be required for an EIN. So definitely you want to make sure that you have that taken care of before you go into getting the business bank account, regardless of how it is that you structured your business. Okay, whether you want to be a S corp, C corp, sole proprietorship, LLC, whatever. Okay, it can also help with establishing business credit. You're going to need that EIN to help you with establishing your business credit as well. You can begin establishing business credit outside of your personal credit. And so obviously, guys, yeah, that's something that's great, so that this way you're able to find different vendors for your inventory, and you can probably also do things like what is it called, like a layaway kind of with your vendors. It's not called layaway though, but that's just the best way that I could explain it for you guys. And it helps also when you're applying for business credit or business loans as well. Obviously, it helps to boost your chances of approval. Lastly, the EIN will also boost your business's credibility. Okay, potential clients may perceive independent contractors and freelancers as more credible than solopreneurs, or if those solopreneurs use an EIN. So if you are working as an actual business entity and not just yourself trying to make an extra buck, obviously you are more credible as the business owner. Okay. Next, you want to apply for the appropriate licenses and permits. Again, guys, you want to go to your state.gov and see what are the appropriate licenses and permits for your state. Legal compliance is a surefire way to ensure that your business stint is a smooth one and you are as unproblematic as possible. Okay. Licenses and permits that you'll need will depend on the industry that you're in, the state that you're in, the location, and of course other factors as well. Most e-commerce businesses require the following licenses and permits. So the first one is going to be a business operation license. Okay. Obviously, this allows you to conduct business in your city, your state, your county, your country, whatever. Okay. Almost every online business is going to need this to operate legally, and the application regulations vary depending on where in the world you are, or even where in the states you are, because this is for nationwide business owners, not for those of you who are in other parts of the world. Okay. Next, obviously, is going to be your EIN. You absolutely positively do at some point in time need to file for your EIN. This is a number that is issued to you by the IRS, and this is how you are going to, or what you're going to use to do your business taxes. Okay. This is not something that is necessary, but it is definitely recommended for you to have as a business owner. It's just an extra piece of something that you can have that kind of legitimizes you a bit more than usual. Okay. It ensures that your business collects payroll taxes and it stays in compliance with your state's rules and regulations when it comes to running business. If you plan on hiring employees, you are incorporated as an LLC or a corporation, or if you plan to open a business bank account, an EIN is definitely going to be a necessity. So definitely, again, guys, if you are going into business as an LLC, if you are going into business as a corporation, if you plan on hiring W-2 employees, W-4 employees, okay, you absolutely positively need your EIN, and this is not a step that you can skip. Okay. You do this by filing on the IRS website. I've linked it below in the video description. And again, you just find out what it is that your state is required to have legally. Okay. Next is a DBA. This is something that's also not necessary, but is recommended, especially if you have a business where you are, where you're serving multi niches, right? So let's say if you're someone who's doing the beauty and the fashion, okay, together as one business, which is completely and totally possible, but you want your fashion line to kind of be called something else, a different section on your website, let's say, than the beauty line. Okay. So if that is the case, you would then create a DBA for your fashion side of your business and create a DBA for the beauty side of your business, so that this way there's no discrepancy when it comes to like packaging and things of this nature. Okay. It allows you to operate online under a name other than your government name as well. So if you have a self-titled brand or a self-named brand, that's great. But if you would rather be called, I don't know, Ariel the Little Mermaid, then maybe we're going to say Ariana Grande, right? Because I don't know what else to say at this moment. Then your Ariel the Little Mermaid would be a DBA. Again, guys, this is not something that's mandatory, but if you want, you can file for your DBA by clicking on a link that is below in the description box. I know I have a whole bunch of links to drop in this video. So yeah, the next thing that you want is a seller's permit. You absolutely positively will need your seller's permit. This is what's going to allow you to do things like go out to pop-up shops and be able to sell. Not just forming and constructing your business makes you legit to sell at a pop-up shop, but if you have a seller's permit and you're allowed to sell in that state, it's something that kind of legitimizes you a bit more. The cops will leave you alone. Like or even if, let's say, they have any kind of yearly parades in your state, in your city, or anything like that, you'll be able to go to that parade, set up a table, sell a few of your inventory pieces in peace, and the cops will not have to shut you down and say, okay, pack up, you've made profit for the day. They don't get to control that because of the fact that you have the seller's permit. Okay. This is something that's required for most businesses that sell goods or services. So it doesn't matter if you're selling, again, products, or if you're giving a service. Again, whether you want to be like a makeup artist or a hairstylist or whatever the case may be, you're still going to need that seller's permit. There are requirements, fees, and other details that will vary state to state. And you can check your state's licensing office or Department of Revenue Service, the DRS, to make sure that you get the appropriate permits for your business. Okay. Definitely when you're filing for I can speak for the LLC. When you are filing for your LLC, they're going to ask you for like a code, right? So it depends on what it is that you sell, what it is that people are paying you for. So had I been someone who said, yeah, I do like children's hair or something like that, it would have been a different code than me selling the hair products, if that kind of makes any sense. So definitely you want to sit down and you want to do a little bit of research to see exactly what is required of you in applying for these things. Also, guys, one last thing, regardless of if you sell digital or physical products, you are going to need this. Okay, you are going to need your seller's permit. The next thing that you need is a sales tax license. If your business is home based, which if you are watching this, your business should be home based, because this is for those of you who are looking to be digital entrepreneurs from home. Okay, and you sell taxable goods and or services, sales tax must be paid on the items that you sell. Sales tax differs state to state, so there's not like one percentage that I could say, okay, your sales tax is going to be 6% more to every sale or anything. It depends on where you are, literally. So research if any other tax permits are required by your state, and you will have to pay hefty fees for not licensing properly and collecting sales tax. So definitely do your due diligence, research all of the things that are required in your state in terms of sales tax and licensing, and get that ish done. Okay. The next thing that you are going to need is a home occupation permit. This is specifically for those of you who are doing services more than you're doing like the products. People who sell products do not typically have the people come in from the public into their homes to purchase the products. You guys just mail it out, right? But if you are someone who has said, okay, I can do a wig install, but I'm not trying to travel. These people, if they really want their hair done, will travel to get their hair done, and they'll come to my home, to my basement, right? If this is for, if that is you, if that's how you've decided that you want to set your business up, these bullet points that I'm about to speak are for you. Okay. So it ensures that your neighborhood is zoned for home business activity. Number one, that is, your business is not adding additional or unnecessary traffic or noise to the community. So definitely you want to make sure that you don't have a line of customers out your door, because obviously that is something that the other people in your neighborhood could see and they will complain about, because these are outsiders coming from wherever they're from to our humble abodes, and then you just got them lined up outside, right? So definitely you want to make sure that you have a foot traffic of however many it is that is permitted inside of your home by the, I would say, homeowners association or your rental office. Okay. Next, you want to check your city's government website for instructions on how to apply for a home occupation permit in your area. And of course, guys, also if you do again, makeup artistry, okay. And yes, that's that. Or if you are someone who, even, let's say you create prom dresses, you sew prom dresses, and you need those who are going to be coming and purchasing their dresses to come to your home for like sizing and fittings and things of that nature, you too would also need to have a home occupation permit. Okay. These are just things that I'm just kind of pulling from the air, obviously, but just so you know, if you have foot traffic coming to your home, definitely you want to go by the city's business regulations when it comes to running a business outside of your home. Okay. And yes, tools like the National Occupational Licensing Database can help you to determine whether you need an occupational license or, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I moved on to the next license on accident. So yes, next is going to be an occupational license, obviously, okay? So this depends on your industry and what it is that you want to do. If your business requires special training, education, or licensing to operate legally, if you're a nail tech, if you are doing hair, if you are doing makeup, okay, you will need to get the corresponding occupational permits. Obviously, what this is saying is you need to have the permits to run a business in that industry, right? You need to have the permit to run a nail business if you're someone who's doing nails. You need to have the permit to do the people's faces. So definitely, if there's any additional licensing that is required, if you have to do any kind of schooling or anything, you can also go ahead and get that done. That may not be a necessity for you specifically if this is going to be your business and you're like hiring the nail techs or whatever the case may be, but it wouldn't hurt either. Okay. So yes, if your business requires special training, education, or licensing to operate legally, you'll need to get the corresponding occupational permits. And then tools like the National Occupational Licensing Database can help you determine whether you need an occupational license or not. Oh, okay. However, these requirements do vary, of course, state to state. So it would be most beneficial to check the SBA website for you to double check if you need any of these things at all, or any other licenses or permits that I may not have mentioned here, okay, but are required in your state. The next thing that you will want to do, obviously, is going to be to start a business bank account, of course. So guys, as I said, I'm going to be linking my bank that I use. It's called Found. They definitely do help you out a lot when it comes to saving. They have the tax portion aside as well as the, your regular checking account as well. And it's a really great account. So if you wanted to go on ahead and you have absolutely no idea who you want to bank with, I would definitely say try them out. And also, if you do refer someone, you get a $70 bonus for them after they've signed up using your link. So definitely go ahead, use my link below, and good luck to you, okay? But definitely show that you are trying to separate your personal and your business assets from one another, okay? Whether or not you want to go with Found is really up to you. I don't care. Just do it, okay? Start that business bank account. A small business checking account can help you handle legal, tax, and of course, day-to-day issues as well. With the right paperwork and the right registrations ready, you can set up one in no time. Like I said to you guys, you can go mobile, you can go to a traditional bank, but it's necessary, okay? Setting up your business checking account shows that you are taking the initiative again to separate your personal and business funds from one another, which is absolutely positively something that you need to be doing. So if you are just starting out, you can find a mobile banking app or even open a business account in a traditional bank to funnel your business money into, okay? Like I said to you guys, I use Found. And if you are interested in learning more about the bank and signing up for your business banking account, you can use the referral link, which is linked in the video description below. And see if it's something that, works for you as well. So we are nearing the end of the video today, moguls. But before we bring things to an end, as always, we're going to do a really quick recap. And I'm going to actually list all 10 of the steps that were mentioned. Although lists or steps 1 through 6 were given to you about 2 to 3 weeks ago, okay? But yes, like I said, we're going to hop into this recap. So the 10 steps that you should take before launching your brand are: 1, do your market research, because you want to definitely give yourself an honest bird's eye view of your market, your audience, and all of that good stuff, okay? The next thing that you want to do is write out your business plan, okay? Which is going to be the next video that we're going to be going into very soon following this one. Your business plan is definitely like your roadmap. It lets you know what steps it is that you're going to be taking to get to your bigger picture, whatever that may be. Next, you want to fund the business. And when I say fund the business, start looking for grants, start looking for loans, start looking for investors if that applies to you, okay? Because there's definitely going to come a time when you do need a larger amount of money, okay? Definitely also, as we mentioned before, make sure that you have at least 6 months worth of savings saved up in your accounts as well, so that if you come to the point where you're ready to fire your boss type shit, right, you can go on ahead and do that and you can live comfortably as well. Definitely, like I said before, use friends, use family as a multi-layered resource. Ask for help, ask for the financial help, ask them for the sale if you want to, okay? Definitely, they are not obligated to giving the help just because you ask, but if they say no, thank them for their time, thank them for the chance to at least pitch the business idea to them, at least pitch the product to them, or whatever the case may be. Ask them also if maybe they know others who are interested in those products and those services, and to give you a referral, to give their friends a referral to you and to your business, so that you can make some, little side money. Okay, so that's that. The next thing that you want to do is determine your business's location, where it is that you're going to sell. If you are someone who wants to open your business, start at home, use your home address, but mask your address on a line, remember that you can use a virtual business office, okay? Next, you want to structure your business. So most first-time business owners, as we said, start out as sole proprietorships, LLCs. S corps and C corps usually come later on down the line, okay? So definitely, guys, sit down, read up on these structures, get as much information as you can on these structures. By the way, I will be doing a smaller series on this very soon. We're going to break down exactly what these structures are, and then I'm going to give you directions on how to go on and apply for them yourself, so that you're not doing something like paying Inc. Authority or LegalZoom $800, $900 to do something that you can do yourself for free from home, okay? Next, we have naming the business. Of course, guys, remember the scratch method, remember the smile method. These are tips that will help you with naming your business. One of the most memorable sounding names that you possibly can. So just keep those in your mind. See what it is that fits for you. Ask around, do polls on social media, see what it is that the audience likes, what kind of rolls off their tongues a little bit better, and then go with that, okay? Next, you want to register your business. So that's, of course, talking about getting your EIN, things of that nature. Get your federal and state tax IDs, obtain all necessary permits and licensing. So don't forget, your SBA.GOV website is somewhere you need to be immediately following this website, so that you can see, first off, what permits and licenses are required in your state. You need to know what federal and tax IDs you need. Remember, some states do not even require a tax ID. You need to know about the tax itself. What is the tax in your state? Can you add that into your pricing? Or are you someone who's going to have your buyers paying their own tax on their products, on their purchases, okay? And then last but not least, business banking to separate personal and business funds needs to be set up, okay? That is that on that, guys. In this video, in the next video, we're going to discuss your master plan, okay? So what is the master plan? What information does it include? How do you create a foolproof master business plan? If that sounds exciting to you, drop a paper and pencil emoji down in the comments just to let me know that you were here. Yeah, just to let me know that you were here and that you're excited to see what is coming up. Of course, if you found the information in this video to be any value to you, definitely share if you care. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you did not like it, hit the unlike button. I'm really not one of those people who care if you hit the unlike button or not. Let me know you didn't like it. Either way, you're helping me get into the algorithm. Thank you, my guy. Okay. All right. And of course, also subscribe and hit that post bell notification, and then all, so that you are notified every time I upload a video, if you are someone who absolutely positively needs to see the content that I'm putting out. If you really, really, really enjoyed the content, like I said, guys, make sure to share the video, buzz the bell, and all of that good stuff, so that you're notified whenever I upload new content. It's a cool way to show your support for the channel for the free, okay, at no cost to you at all. And it is very much immensely appreciated, okay? With that being said, moguls, I have really not too much more to add. I'm out of here. And as I say to you guys in every other video, dream of millions until they manifest, because they most certainly will, okay? I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye. Got a business, then you know you better tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. I got all the answers to your business questions. Tap, tap, tap in. I can help you get rich when you tap in. Tap, tap, tap in. Take a note or two from your business best friend. When you tap, tap, tap in.